call to order the Housing Conservation for Wednesday, November 12th, 25 at 7:05 p.m. Roll call, please, start with Mike. Process President.
James Stone present.
James Speed.
Over more.
Mike, do you mind? This meeting is being recorded. Is anyone else recording? Report anything I have covered in the agent report. Maybe there weren't any minutes. Report. So the resolution posting our original agenda. So there's some items on here that we're planning to talk about. That we can't. So hoping to meet again in November. Right? What are you doing? We're not doing, this, the agenda tonight is what it is. But there were other items that
Didn't even get to this printout.
right.
So we're gonna have another meeting this month?
Yeah. Be next week. They caught you off guard there.
I know, you did. I'm not.
Oh, so if it worked for you. So
What did we end up, coming up short on?
it was clerical. Just because of the Veterans Day.
So it was supposed to.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Even I looked at the. You're fine.
All right, so we're still gonna go 35, 50.
Yeah, these two are still.
All right, I got
There's
you.
like, there's stuff about
Let's do it in a
cutting
week.
plans for the meeting of the park that we have to talk about. And a bunch of other little-
I think we're gonna wanna, and was getting, but we wanna get it before the meeting is closed. All right, that's just. Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
1.7 report.
Last 2 weeks, we've had 4 items. Some president, building permit. first one is, 134 Barker Hill Road, they're doing a shed demolition. And so wetlands involved. 6 Adams Road, which is also known as Carroll Adams. That has improved its whole thing. 108 Pittsburgh Road, which is going to be, there's no wetlands involved there.
No, 108. Oh, man. Okay. And the other one was Colleen, you know? The lot's already been cleared. Mhm.
I went up and looked at the one. All the way around.
And they collapsed the two little foundations.
Until there, when
Conservation Commission?
Yes. Okay.
the last one is, 20 Blood Road, and there's no wetlands involved. We touched on it, he comes by, contracted is, we just have to,
And since it's not posted, we can't do anything. What? Scooby snacks? Oh, and I. Well, no, store-bought cookies tonight? And by the way, I did autographs, put your name on your agenda and stuff, and smile.
Yeah.
Well, and the M&M's that's coming on, so that's good. Oh, yeah.
Do you mind just announcing, that you've arrived and what time, please?
7:13.
Did Nelson provide? Oh, I guess we should wait. On the agenda.
Yeah,
Right. Was there anything else that we needed before? In regards to the cutting plan before the next?
No, I think
because they do have an account. I thought we already did.
Tied to associated.
I thought we already kind of went through that. That was. It wasn't, right, so what doesn't go into the general account and disappear, it should stay within the boundaries of meeting house. Property.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's a growing boy.
One down here.
town.
Okay. There you are.
Hang on.
So I thought we had a notice of the government number come through. Can you read it off of me?
Yeah,
Did you read the whole thing? Because I tried to.
I know, we're doing really quickly, I know it says easy, no comment. I don't know if it's comment.
No comment. Oh, you printed it? You just throw it in here for me, or you just read me the number so I can.
Good.
Zero,
I'd like to make a motion to open the hearing, for notice of intent. PDP number 308-0725, PWB 2025-008, applicant, Barbara Wagner. Bill Hannigan is representing, the proposed project includes the construction of, a building addition, garage, and driveway relocation within 7/17. Roll call vote for Mike. Yes.
James Troy, yes.
James Steve, yes. Pursuant to the Mass EPA and Township Wetlands bylaw, the Township Concom will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 at approximately 7:15 p.m. The hearing will be held virtually via Zoom or in person at Town Hall. Filed Concom at PWD 2025-008 by Barbara Wagner. The property is located at 4 Capricorn Lane, map 53E, parcel 503, lot 0. The proposed project is for construction of addition, garage, and driveway relocation within 200-foot riverfront area and 100-foot wetland buffer zone. Parties wishing to speak in support of or in opposition to this application may do so at the meeting or in writing prior to are available for review at Town Hall during business hours. From
Something new happening. I actually kind of like
Harley, can you give Colby screen sharing, please?
Excuse me, who would like to screen share?
Colby.
Okay, one moment.
Hey, Pat.
There, why don't we take a look at these instead? We had a site review today and we made some adjustments.
No, adjustments are good.
So this one, a little bit more information.
Okay.
And we emailed in, for the record, Bill Hannigan, with engineering, representing Barbara Wagner. We had a site review today with Colby and Mike to review some of the features of the plan in the site. That's clear, you can get it.
Yeah, I can zoom in.
Mike.
Go ahead and try
I didn't know
and
this site
zoom in on
because
the
I didn't
picture
know
a little
about
bit
it.
more.
You want me to look at my board?
It's up to you.
On my phone, but I have a computer.
I sent you a text a few days ago.
It didn't come on my phone.
Okay, that's.
Figure it out.
Do you have his number saved, Pat?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have Mike's number saved? Do you have an
I didn't-
iPhone? It might have gone to spam.
I looked all through it and I didn't see it.
Okay. Sorry, Bill.
That's okay. So, essentially, this project was submitted to the commission and approved back in 2015 for essentially the same project, which would be a building addition. So the existing building is right in here. The addition starts here and has a garage with a room above it proposed.
You came in front of the board in 2015 with this?
Not me.
Wagner's? You came in front of it?
No, they're not. Yeah, they're for the next wood. Yeah. The Wagons did, yeah. So they were approved. And the order conditions expired. Okay, so this is what we're doing, is we're basically doing the same general thing. But
So we're upgrading the OOC on this?
No, they're reapplied to for a
Completely,
new permit. Yep.
right, new.
completely-
Nothing pertains to 2015. This is completely
Yeah,
new.
it's just informational, just to let you know that we've
Okay.
been here before.
Because we can't rely on anything
Correct,
from that.
absolutely.
It's,
So we went out and we got the wetlands reflagged.
Yeah.
Charles Karen reflagged the wetlands. We
Yeah.
delineated that. We went out and re-topoed the site, located everything. Tree line is existing and not proposed to be adjusted. And all the buffers are shown on the plan relative to the border vegetative wetlands as well as to the riverfront areas on the property. So the riverfront area extends, the 200-foot riverfront is up in this area here. So essentially, the entire property is within the riverfront. The 100-foot buffer zone is the line a little bit above.
catches the corner on both
And
residents.
the 100-foot riverfront is in this area right in here. So then we have the 35 and the 50. So the work is being done essentially within the 100-foot buffer zone, and portions of it are within the 100-foot riverfront area. This is a lot that was prior to the riverfront existed, so it has certain exemptions, which you're familiar with. So what we're proposing to do is put in the building addition. We're expanding and repaving the existing driveway because it's in just, it's old, needs to be updated. And then the building itself is proposed as a garage with a room above it. During the sidewalk today, we looked along the perimeter of the lawn area. And we used the slope going down on the plan that we submitted. We had picked up on the original approval that there was a row of shrubs that were being proposed in this area. When we were on the site looking at it, I felt that it would probably actually do more harm than good because of the fact that you'd actually have to dig next to the edge of the woods, and from the edge of the woods, it drops right off. So there's really no value in adding that. There's no, I think the intention was that they wouldn't encroach any further. And I'll let Mike speak to what we saw on the site today, but there really is no reason to go any further because it drops off very, very quickly to the wetland area down below.
So it's a real strong downward gradient from that
So-
edge.
It's very stable.
Jimmy, if you remember, right next door.
I
we
vaguely
did,
remember this in 215, to be
No,
honest
no,
with you.
right next door, we had last year, maybe the end of the year before, Kevin O'Leary, had
And
a,
in addition to the back.
yeah, and they,
It's actually the same building contractor that's doing the work on this project as well.
Okay,
they're the ones that we did this, or they had a double silt fence,
okay,
because it was so steep and so close.
yeah, yeah,
So this is not the work, the slope is down in this area here, And the work, we're proposing to put, siltation fence with straw wattles
Strong, don't.
around this whole area here. We added this area today. And we also added a silt fence going in this direction here. So the initial construction is for the excavation and installation of the foundation, regrading around the back side of the house, which can be very quick. And then from there, it's really just construction vertical, for the building itself. At the end of it, we are gonna put a drip strip along the back, 5-foot wide drip strip, so that the runoff from the roof can get to the back of that, area there and make its way into the ground, for some sort of recharge or some sort of benefit that is provided within the, riverfront area and buffer zone. We found out today that they're also considering, stripping the siding off the building and putting brand new siding on the whole area. So that's what we did. What we did was we added a row of siltation fence around this area here, just to make sure the contractor doesn't go too far beyond the, and get himself into trouble by doing other work on this side. So there's no excavation or ground movement over here, just the building itself, but they're gonna be taking the wood down. It's, barn board, basically. Yeah, and, so they're gonna be taking it down and stacking it and then moving it and getting out of the way. We figured we would add a siltation fence around this side of the project to make sure that they didn't go any further than basically 10 or 15 feet away from the building. That's now shown on the revised plan, which we submitted for tonight. Along with Mike requested we add a legend to the plan so we would know what each of the lines mean. That's been added to the plan as well. We've also added an area adjacent to the driveway for basically a staging area for the equipment and
Okay, because I was gonna be looking, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if that was your staging area. It didn't,
Staging or stockpile.
staging stockpile.
Correct.
Okay, very
Right
good.
there. So we added that
Oil
today as
pile,
well.
whatever.
Based upon site review, the contractor was there, it made sense. He said, I'm gonna be putting my stuff over here.
Yeah.
So now we know where everything is on the property. So everything should be, squared away. When it's done, loam and seed, it's all lawn now.
Stabilize it.
Stabilize,
Yeah.
loam and seed, and then at that point, we come in bring Colby up there for a COC and make sure everything's all set, and then we take out the hay bales.
All right,
It's a straw
could we circle around again to the
Sure.
driveway? You said they're going to possibly or are taking the driveway,
So the
asphalt existing out?
No, they're existing, they're gonna remove it and replace it, because it's all
right,
undulating.
did you put any wattles or anything in?
That's all encased within the wattles of the site, so everything drains from here back, actually part of it drains.
Yeah, so
To
you
the
get up to
front.
here,
It
you're
stops
outside the
there.
buffer.
Right.
So,
All right, so
Well,
he's out of the.
we're still in the riverfront though.
Well,
So,
yeah.
Correct,
Yeah,
so that's
But-
why I'm looking for some wattles in that driveway area, if it's gonna be stripped down, but the way it is going.
It all
it's
comes
gonna-
this
it's
way,
coming
yeah,
down.
it goes down
So-
from the road.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so you got 330, 332 there,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
So
on
it's
the
a
hill.
good foot, yeah.
Okay.
But you got the staging area, they made ample.
Right, they'll be using the driveway during the whole construction, the last thing they'll be doing
course.
is ripping it out and
Yeah.
repaving it at that point in time.
Mike, are you happy with all
Yeah,
the
my
line
two
break
questions,
offs?
I think my question primarily was, what kind of foundation was it going to be and how much excavation there was going to be and where they were gonna,
I assume you're gonna do footings,
Well,
Eight
We're
foot
putting
full.
no, it's a frost wall, so it's just a garage, so
4
the
foot
garage,
slab.
the garage is on
footing,
the ground
4 foot
floor.
wall slab.
And then, so it would be a slab with a frost wall foundation and
Boom.
timber framing at the above.
Colby, did you take any pictures today?
You did.
Yeah, I have one. Just so that Sandy and Pat can see.
No pictures.
See,
How do we make that bigger?
towards the backyard and towards the, drop off to the stream.
That's the drop off right there.
Was that the drop off? Oh, yeah, this is, get an idea of the slope and what's, the kind of vegetation that's actually there on the slope.
Fern.
Present.
So it is it's showing faculty, wet.
Yeah, this is the edge of
It's
the
up,
backyard.
I mean, that's obvious. From a,
What else? Another backyard shot?
So this bush in area here, right now, we have the hay bales straw walls coming up in this area, and then up to the deck, and then going around the back of the house and around the side, on that side. So that bush you're seeing on the plan is right there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a good one to show.
Yeah.
On the original plans from years ago, whoops. This is the location, of the proposed plants, woody plants, I guess. And even before we had the discussion, and I saw them on the plan, I wondered, why, I wish I had been here to hear the discussion, why they thought those were necessary. And I came to the conclusion, like you, that it might be more disruptive to actually dig and put them in than any benefits that you'll get from them, so.
And what you
That
see,
was,
Mike,
that
is
was
different.
on, that was on the
It
original
was a
plan.
different group, different commissioners take different approaches
Yeah,
to replanting, et cetera, so I
And the
mean,
vegetation that's there today may not have been as.
and it's
as
larger, it's more stabilized, I mean, it could have been more exposed. There's a multitude of different
Yeah.
reasons for that too, Mike.
yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Did you get any pictures of the driveway, Chris, here?
I believe so. Here's another backyard shot with the walkway.
So this is the side of the house.
so
right
that's
here,
where
and
the backside really dives off, Tony.
So this is
Yep.
the end of the existing driveway, and
Yep.
there's a walkway that goes around the back. The existing driveway is right here, this is the walkway that comes along the back.
That's what you, yeah,
That's
Yep.
what that is, right?
And that's where you get a little view of the driveway.
So this is the existing driveway comes in, and then this walkway here is what you're seeing on the left here.
Thank you.
Get a lot of pictures of that bush.
Yeah. Caught my eye for some reason.
Well, no, you did, it's a good representation of what that slope, the existing slope is.
Yeah. It's a steep backyard, but there's the south side of the, proposed.
That's this one. I have another one, thank you.
So Pat, and then I'll go to Sandy if you have questions. I don't know if you remember, Pat, we went to the neighbor's house, like I said, a year and a half ago for their project. You can see the addition they put on.
Right,
Mhm.
right in here.
Is that 2
Like a year and a half, maybe two.
years
It's
ago?
all blur.
Mhm.
I don't know if you have questions, Pat, or concerns, or,
No, it's good pictures of how it slopes out and everything. Gives us a better idea.
It's pretty steep, but it's a very well-established lawn, so.
Like one know it though.
We've seen steeper.
well, yeah, and the neighbors were, one of the special conditions was, they actually proposed it was the double silt fence. They were disturbing a lot closer to that slope. This isn't as close.
No. I mean, it's a good, strong drop off, but
Sandy, do you have, because this is your first hearing and, you're new to it, questions,
It was the first time I've ever seen a representation with all the buffer zones and everything, so yeah, it's kind of cool, it's different. I don't know if this will sound silly or not, but I noticed like the buffer zones and everything. It says NHESP priority habitats of rare species. And so I'm like looking, there's a buffer zone, 100-foot buffer zone, and I'm gathering there's enough buffer zones if there's a rare species to,
So there's two designations on there, there's three actually technically.
okay.
So there's the annual high water mark, which is where the riverfront areas are established. Then there's the bordering vegetated wetlands, which is where the buffer zones for the 35, 50, and 100 are established. The rare species line is a designation that is on essentially Mass GIS, which says this zone, which is actually off of our property, has areas that are subject to review and protection under the National Heritage Endangered Species Program. Okay, so we don't have any of that on our property, but that's what that representation is.
Oh, okay, well, thank you very much for explaining.
No, see, not a silly.
This is Sandy's first meeting.
Yeah,
Yes, very,
I
very
love
perfect.
teaching.
So,
Appreciate it.
yeah, no, it's, you know,
And usually, if it's gonna have natural heritage involved, and there's gonna be any
We
type
would
of
have to
thing,
file with them as well. Yeah.
it's a process.
Okay.
It's a process. Yeah.
but no, that's, if you have other questions.
That's what he's here for, so don't,
Good question.
we've all gone through them.
Okay.
We don't know what the color of the house is gonna be.
Darn.
There was debate about that out there today.
I thought it was great the way
Between
it
the
was.
builder and the owner, we were going back and forth, and I said, there's a time when you know you're not supposed to get yourself involved in a conversation. That was one of them.
Colby, do you have thoughts or concerns or input?
I guess a little input on it. Yeah, as far as alternatives go, the septic system's in the front yard. And the only possible thing you could do differently, maybe is to pull it forward 10 or 15 feet, but I don't know what that gains yet. It doesn't really gain very much.
It actually it would eliminate the gas line right here. It would have to, yeah, we'd have to move the gas line.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah,
As far
once again, not worthy of the disruption for the move. Just like putting some of those trees in, not worth the disruption to what you're gonna gain.
Yeah, that's the only other thing I was gonna comment on. We talked about the possibility of putting plantings along the back edge of the lawn there.
To the top of the radiant,
I'm sorry?
to the top of where the radiant drops down.
Yeah, it's a slope, but then it gets steeper, and you can see it in the contours there. The
Yeah,
contours really
yeah,
get
yep,
close
yep.
together.
Yeah, right here.
But
So
again,
this was the plan we submitted, and we did this based upon the 2015 plan. We think there must have been a reason.
Which we
went out there
have to
today.
disregard the 2015, don't bring,
So,
it isn't.
so I emailed the rendering that you saw earlier
Mhm,
to basically show that we're removing those. We're not proposing those anymore.
correct,
And
so
that's
that,
on that plan is where we've added the additional silt fence and the stockpile and staging area onto the new plan, which you now have in front of you. So this is the plan that we're,
so there will be no plantings.
Well, so, correct. And DEP didn't have any comments to the originally submitted plan with the plantings, so,
Which is always good.
yeah. Does anyone else have anything they wanna go over or concerns, or, it's pretty straightforward in my opinion.
Yes, it is, especially because at 215, they had already made the approach stop. And like I said, they have a staging area for the material, so it's silt fences all around it. They've made adequate for the driveway, and that's dug up. It's all moving down this way.
Like everything on the plan is what it needs to
Well, I was focused on the legend, of course,
be, that's fine.
and I didn't bring a ruler to check this, but let's see.
I looked at legendary, there was,
Energy.
most of it's all well written in on the whole plan.
Yeah, I think so.
It looks straightforward to me,
Yeah.
so,
Did you know what he meant with, as far as the legend demonstrates, all your silt, all your different zone
Oh, yeah,
areas,
your
your 35, your 100, your 200, I mean,
It's my sense that, go ahead.
it might even behoove you to keep that plan, take it home. It's something to look at, just read all of this, go back and look at that. It's pretty straightforward, it'll be helpful to absorb it.
it's pretty straightforward once you've seen it 20 or 30 or 50 times.
Okay.
So
And
it
you
would be
will.
a good idea to take that.
Oh, thank
just,
you. I will.
just look at it,
Right,
you know,
some light reading.
well, yeah.
And Mike,
Mike is, become our plan guy, where he points out, no, it's
he'll
missing
put them
this,
in
or,
colors for you too, in green. He
um,
likes the colored indexing too.
I did bring markers.
If I get them in time, I'll color code them, but.
It's helpful too,
yeah.
especially when she's newer.
so,
Right.
I'm ready.
I don't wanna, rush it, but I don't, we could keep talking about this all we want. I don't think there's really much else to add or.
I mean, a little extra conversation due to a new gal here. It helps.
No,
Plus good cookies. I don't know. What do you want us to say? It's all going in real good direction
Pat, do you have
tonight.
anything you wanna add?
It is.
No, I understand.
I'm gonna still ask.
No, I know, no, I understand.
Colby, are you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
So, even though it feels like it's been a year since we've done one of these, so I make a motion to issue a OOC, with a standard order of conditions for Capricorn Lane, notice of intent 308-0725 TWB 2025-008, for Barbara Wagner. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Oh, that got it.
I was trying to shoot for that.
Roll call vote.
No, you
starting.
take my thunder tonight if you
Mike Fox
want.
says yes.
You brought the cookies in. James DeRoyan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Patrick, oh, yes.
Sandra Wood, yes.
All right, thank you very much.
That's beautiful right there.
So, make a motion to close the hearing for
Jimmy, you-
4 Capricorn Lane, notice of intent, 308-0725 TWB 2025-008. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Mike Fox says yes.
James DeRoyan, yes. You
James
put that
Gates,
back in
yes.
the car.
John, yes.
Sandra Wood, yes.
Good. Time. 7:42.
Anyone else want this one?
It'll be
I'll take the top one. There's one.
a few days.
He might take that.
It's gonna shoot for Monday.
Sandy, both of those the same ones?
No, the bottom one's different.
Okay.
Take the one that we just went
One
over.
of this, updated.
The old, the legend, I think the other one didn't have the legend. This is the updated one, right?
Thank you both. Thank you very
I
much.
think this is the-
All right. We ready to keep going? Cause a couple minutes late.
Yeah, this is the updated one, the legend.
Either one.
Bill,
You can still
your
get,
phone?
Now,
You know, you-
now my wife will call me. Try to escape.
There's responsibilities with it.
You can take it, Charles, Golding.
No.
2.235, Fitchburg Road. You don't have a DEP number for this one, do you?
know.
they didn't issue a DEP yet?
Not yet. Notice of intent, we did not have a DEP number, so ultimately this will be continued, but TWB 2025-009, applicant is Lawrence Churchville. The proposed project includes the repair of retaining wall between the house and Squanicook River, which will be within 200-foot riverfront area and 100-foot wetland buffer. Try my legal notes. So I make a motion to open the hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call vote, starting with Mike.
Mike Fox said yes.
James DeRoyan, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Pat John, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Pursuant to Mass WPA and Townsend Wetlands bylaw, the Townsend Concom will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, November 12th, 2025 at approximately 7:30 PM. The hearing will be held virtually via Zoom and in person at Town Hall on a NOI filed with Concom by Lawrence Churchville as TWB 2025-009. The property is located at 35 Fitchburg Road, map 17, parcel 68, lot 0. The proposed project is for the repair and replacement of a retaining wall between a single-family house and Squanicook River. Proposed work to take place within 200-foot riverfront area and 100-foot wetland buffer. Parties wishing to speak in support of or in opposition to this application may do so at the meeting or in writing prior to the meeting. Copies of this application are available for review at Town Hall during business hours. Frank from Dills and Roy is here to.
Is that the only set of plans you have?
So, what's that?
Is that the only set?
This is
That's
the
your one plan?
other set that I
So, as you said, my name is Frank McPartland from Dillis and Roy, here on behalf of the applicants, going to Dredge and Church at 35 Fitchburg Road. The applicant seeks to replace an existing stone wall, stone retaining wall at the top of the slope. It's located here, behind the house, between the Squamish River and the existing dwelling and barn and associated outbuildings. There's been a house on this property since the early 1900s. The retaining wall itself was on site when the applicant bought the property in 1999. Looking at those photos, it's obviously older than that, so all the disturbance on the property predates the 1996 Rivers Protection Act.
Colby, do you have pictures you could?
Yeah, you want to put those up?
Sure.
Yeah.
Please. Then you can go back to the plan.
Yep.
Thank
And
you.
as was said in the legal notice, this is a repair of an existing disturbance, not any kind of new disturbance of the jurisdictional areas on site. The jurisdictional areas were based on an April 2025 wetland delineation, consisting of soil observations and vegetation evaluation. Wetland flags A1 through A6 delineate a bordering vegetative wetland, and that is in, see if we can kind of picture, so there's the wall, that is this growth in here.
Picture like standing at the river or
At the base of the slope.
A6.
And then, on the plans, flags RA1 through RA12 delineate the mean annual high water top of bank.
Perfect.
There we go.
That's your floodplain.
So this is, those flags would be the high water top of bank for the Squamish River. The 100-year floodplain itself is at approximate elevation 384, 284.9 per the latest firm map. And that's about at the base of the slope and impacts it's at the base of the retaining wall there. The jurisdictional areas on site include the 35-foot buffer, which I've added to my exhibit plan and will add to a revised plan before the next meeting. The 50-foot buffer, 100-foot wetland buffer, and the 100-foot and 200-foot riverfront buffers. So given the proximity to the Squanicook, the entire property is riverfront or jurisdictional in some manner.
It is 100% riverfront.
Pretty much, yep.
And not to interrupt, had you brought this in front of for work to be done years back? Is this the first time you've made an approach for, okay.
Why do you remember it?
I just, something in that area that, of a retaining wall, Kevin and I had spoken, and I think it pertains to this.
Okay. The proposed work consists of a replacement retaining wall. The rear of the new retaining wall will follow the top back line of the existing stone retaining wall.
Back to the plan now? Not the.
The top of the wall would be at approximate elevation 290, and the bottom elevation of the wall varies between 289 and 285. So we're just outside of the 100-foot, the 100-year floodplain at the base of the wall. So this is the existing conditions plan. You can see, this is the 100-year floodplain line.
Going right through the
Going
middle.
right through
The
there.
middle, yeah.
50-foot buffers, 100-foot buffer and riverfront zone, they're kind of coincident in some spots.
Interceding.
Yeah. And then the bordering vegetated wetland, that's this hexagonal shape.
That's the only BVW you have on it.
That's the BVW, and then the rest of the site is the mean annual high water line.
Yeah.
We do have, and this wasn't identified in our report, there is a wetland flag B1 that's here. So there's a tiny bit of BVW coming off of, between flags RA11 and RA10, which I will also clear.
You don't have it marked on the plan.
No,
Okay,
it
no.
wasn't. I didn't catch that because they didn't label it for me.
Okay,
When I was,
that's easy.
Yep.
That's
but
easy.
it's, again, it doesn't really change the lines and why we're here.
No.
So yeah, Colby, if you want to switch to the next page, it shows the proposed retaining wall.
You need, you don't have your glasses.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying, the proposed retaining wall, the back of the wall location is gonna match the back of the wall of the existing retaining wall, so we're not going any further down the slope. We just wanna repair and replace what's there. A modern manufactured block wall would likely not travel as far down the slope to provide the same rise in height. So we'll actually end up with slightly less wall closer to the Squamish River itself.
So we're gonna be going in with modern materials.
Yes.
Concrete. no
Likely, concrete block, giant concrete Lego blocks.
And they're gonna be pin glued in construction.
Well,
I was,
no, no,
I
so the
wasn't sure if it
detail-
was
the
gonna be done within.
the details for like a Allen block or a diamond block.
Yeah.
That is yet, the final construction of the wall is yet to be established, what all the materials and the anchoring will be. We were looking to get this first step done prior to my clients engaging a contractor. We wanted to make sure that
It was going to
that we
be,
knew
approval was closer.
that approval was closer.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So moving to this one, because it'll be a little easier to see, unless you want to put that up on screen. Colby, that's the aerial. Yep. That one. Maybe.
Out of memory.
Aerial photos will do that. I apologize. So, we'll move to this one. I originally had erosion control barriers, tighter to the project site, kind of wrapping from an existing deck in front of this one, in front of the BVW, and then coming back up. And during our site walk, while we were talking things through with Mike and Colby, we thought it would be better to adjust the erosion control barrier slightly. So right now it's been moved further out on this side and then follows the riverfront line and then back up. And then we'll have a second line in front of this BVW to protect that. What that's going to allow us to do is provide site access from the existing driveway over between the house and the existing barn, down the slope to the bottom of the bottom of the wall, so a contractor can work.
Kathy, you mind signing in, please?
Thank you.
What's your total, footage of wall?
Total footage of wall, good question. I know the disturbance we're looking at is about 315 square feet. The wall,
No.
the wall length,
What is your grand total of length
yeah,
of wall?
I called out square footage and I do not have a scale in front of me. It would be about,
Rough estimate.
estimate, so we're looking at, it's 20, 40, maybe 60 feet.
60.
Approximately 60 feet of wall, yes.
Yeah. And it'll vary from the highest point at
the top of the wall is gonna be a flat grade of about 290, and then
The
the
base
toe,
block will be stepped.
the toe of the wall, the finished grade at the toe of the wall would be between 289 and 285.
Okay.
What is the plan to finish the toe of the slope?
Yeah, because you're gonna want to get that stabilized.
Yeah, so I
It's
guess what's the proposed, and if you have more to your presentation, I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
jump-
that's fine. Well, I was just getting into, that the work zone would be accessed. We would access the bottom of the wall through this route, and then the top of the wall around the house this way. And then, construction and staging stockpile would be located outside of the 100-foot buffer and NHESP habitat. So there is a small portion of the property way up here. It's natural heritage. So I'm betting that's why we don't have a file number yet.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it's well out of anything to do with the work.
so that's in their view probably
Correct.
now, and
Yeah.
they're gonna review that after, okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know we had any NH in that, so that,
It was filed concurrently,
would you
however,
agree with that? They like to look at stuff.
Yeah, they do. They just take forever. They said, yeah, they're,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and
They're behind with stuff.
that was the difference between this and one of the big differences between this and the one, and the project before us tonight that did get a
Listen,
a number.
okay.
but no,
Yeah.
you can ask your, coworker Ryan, National Heritage has
Oh.
been slow,
Yes.
very slow lately.
Staffing cutbacks, I understand.
I don't really care. I don't.
No, it's- yeah.
For it.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, construction staging and stockpile. I did, because we're in riverfront, I did delineate all alternatives in the report. Essentially, they were a no-build alternative, which is essentially eventually letting the wall fail. And then you have to clean up the mess, and it's a bigger problem. I looked at the possibility of removing the retaining wall and just creating a slope down,
Radiant, just,
and to stay out of the wetland. That would have to be like a 1.5 to 1 or a 1 to 1 slope.
so you're gonna bring in,
So-
that would, a
and-
lot of material bring in. How many yards did
Correct.
you figure there?
I estimated about
600?
about 3,400 cubic feet. I didn't do yards, but, you divide that by 30, it's a lot of material in the floodplain. That's a no-go.
No,
Correct. Maintaining the retaining wall, building it out of modern materials will keep anything from happening there for a long time.
right. Did you, I'm sorry, Mr. Church, but did you visit and think about using a natural fill stone, having somebody actually build the stone instead of using the concrete block?
We haven't talked to anybody about
Okay.
anything.
So I'm just,
So I think they're going about it the right way though, to get the permitting done.
and see if we are able to get you through the process and, get to doing it. So, all right, I was just wondering if you had gotten that far.
Yeah, and as far as Jim's question that I ignored to finish what I was doing, I was anticipating at the base of the slope, restoration with native materials. I'm thinking that they'll be able to, anything that they excavate out, they will be able to use to backfill at the base of the slope, any materials, and then
So they'll have some native material there.
replant with native plants.
Correct.
What gets disturbed.
If it's wetland
Yeah.
soil, it'll just
It'll,
Yeah.
You give it a little
Mother
help, but-
Nature will take over and,
And unfortunately, as we saw on site, it does have Japanese knotweed on site in that
Is it in the air or the work area?
it's in, there was a little stand of it in the BBW.
we've
But
seen.
we're not working in that, but
Right. but we've seen a lot of knotweed and milfoil and such.
It's hard not to.
And we're plagued with a lot of common reed right now up in the higher headwaters, so it's inevitable,
Yes.
inevitable. Questions? I mean, you're looking at a lot of new stuff,
Yeah.
and this is a good chance to try
Okay, well,
get some questions out of them.
Okay.
don't want to scare them yet.
Not yet, but, you know, if there is any, this is the time to ask them.
Well, can I point a couple things out?
Yes, please, Mike.
So,
Mike and Colby were on the sidewalk.
yeah, it's a little hard
I
to
didn't make
see
it.
on the topo.
If you just circulate through them, I don't know.
So my concern was, we could have, well, there's a little,
Kind of a mound.
a little mound, a little bump out right here, and in order to access the work area, you'd have to cut into this, so the question is, you just said that maybe some of this stuff could be used to backfill at the base of it, but my question was, there's no place to really stockpile these things, so every stone, once you cut in here, this material, I guess, would have to be taken out.
They'll need to, so they'll need to be
One bucket at a
a
time.
machine parked here, and a smaller machine would come around the back, and they'll scoop from here as needed. Empty a bucket into that, and until it's full, and then that'll go up and
Yep.
stockpile outside of the buffer zones. It's not an easy construction sequence for this.
A lot of projects are like that now.
Oh, yeah, yep.
One bucket at a time.
Yeah.
Not like 5-gallon bucket, but like skid steer bucket or,
Skid steer bucket,
you know.
I'm thinking that this wouldn't have to be, I'm hopeful that this wouldn't have to be excavated out, and they'd be able to pull a machine up onto it, and then work on the wall itself.
Slope from maybe a different angle.
But that, so that brought the question is, in concept, I mean, it would be nice if the house wasn't in the way, it'd be a real easy job, but, so it is a bit challenging.
I didn't do that alternative.
And you can kind of see this little part that would have to be excavated in the back there. So is this a reasonable request that we, in concept, say, yeah, you need to do it, and it's doable, but get the contractor to describe, if we describe what we think should be done, and then it has to be translated to the contractor or transmitted, to get, once the contractor is here, get their take on how they would actually do it?
I don't think they're at that stage in the project.
Well, they're not.
If I may speak to that, Mike, what I had thought with that is we go through this notice of intent, order of conditions process. We outline what the commission is gonna wanna see, and that's in the order. We have an idea about how the work is going to be done. They'll bring a contractor on board. We'll go over that with them, and if they say, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do that, we're back here to discuss this with you, because that's kind of a red line change on the permit. We would review that if we review the significance of anything that a contractor brings up with Colby, and see whether it's something that we just end up discussing at the kickoff meeting, or whether it warrants me coming back here with an updated plan saying, I need to have a minor amendment to the order to cover this bit of work.
I think we
Does
get
that answer your question, Mike?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pat, do you have thoughts?
A lot of this is gonna be what the contractor's gonna bring in for equipment. Is it gonna be rubber track? Is it gonna be excavated, et cetera, et cetera? There's a
Right.
lot of
You know,
variables in
He
this.
can get, if the contractor brings in a
It's
bigger
gonna fall
excavator.
down to his responsibility.
Yeah, if the
It's not gonna
contractor
be
brings
to
in
the
a bigger
commission's.
excavator, there might be fewer trips, but you're trying to get a bigger piece of equipment in, so.
we're going down that road where I'll get sucked right into this and,
Right.
you know,
We're
That's
falling
his
into
issue.
what contractor means. in
no,
methods.
it's
then
like,
that's
It's
difficult.
it's the responsibility of the contractor to bring the equipment in, figure out what he's gonna do, least disruption, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Colby's gonna be in there doing periodic inspections of it, and he's gonna
Well-
know when he's in the danger zone, and he's gonna know when he's not.
right, and this is right on the shore of the Squanicook and,
Can I point out one thing?
of course,
That might allay some fears. Right about here, there's a natural berm right on the river's edge. So the work that would be done would be on the low side of the berm, and the river's on the other
Yeah,
side.
this is, thank you, Mike, this is kind of a low spot along the river, yeah.
so in, you know, in that regard, doing the work, you're gonna track it up, you're gonna move that probably berm around, not move it around, but
It's gonna be
No,
rough.
you could get by the
there will be
berm.
an impact.
You have to,
There's
you have to
going to
remove
be
that little.
But I
disruption
think that-
to it.
I think the end goal, because this is really, this is imminent property damage if we have 100-year flood. There's that part. And I feel that as long as the area is restored to the natural grade or the existing grades, you know, including the berms and this and that, it'd be a great time to get rid of the knotweed if you get someone on. But I think, in my opinion, that's the end goal.
Yes.
How we get there, there's a lot of different ways to do it. And it's just a matter of the
Just
least
to make
impact.
sure that-
Matt has a question, hold on.
Oh my goodness. The retaining wall that's there now, is the new one gonna help sustain that, or is that gonna be above that?
The new one is gonna replace it, so we're gonna put it in the same spot, so we're gonna take out the existing wall and put in a new one. If we put a wall in front of the existing one and then backfilled, we would be filling in the floodplain, so we can't do that.
And structurally, that is.
And structurally, that's suspect.
Yeah.
One of the things, you know, I in the detail is the GeoGrid, which is a geosynthetic that holds the retaining wall block back. It anchors it to the slope, and it's done in multiple layers, you know, in a kind of a pattern, like first layer and then the third and fifth layer and so forth. And there's different lengths, you know, based on how much surcharge, which is the weight of the slope behind it. You know, part of that also is you don't just bury the bottom course on the, you know, ground, you bury that 12 inches plus down.
Generally, yeah, there's a full course of block buried.
Yeah,
And
right.
underneath that, there's 12 to 18 inches of stone under that.
Right.
I mean,
and
that
that's the other
schedule
thing.
will come when at
Right,
the
when-
next stage, if whoever's gonna do it, however they're gonna do it, that'll demonstrate in the whole new schedule.
Yep, and that,
The
yeah,
base of it, what, is he gonna
But-
put crushed rock in, is he gonna put drainage? Let's get through
Well,
this right
no,
now.
so that no matter what rock or what wall or material they use for the wall, it's gonna have a element of drainage associated
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
So there will be a daylighted pipe coming out.
Yeah.
You know, that's how these walls are designed, because otherwise you have
Yes.
hydrostatic pressure
it
buildup.
pushes them
behind it.
over.
And hydrology, will just knock the bottom out right
but-
to the top.
So when you excavate for that base course though, like Frank said, you got 12 to 18 inches of stone plus 12 plus inches of block
Yep.
in there. So you do have a significant depth that you're excavating. You're not digging, you know, 10 feet, but enough. Do you know any idea of the soils? We know it's sand, but is that area built up with like a silty sand where it may be unstable? Where they might have to over excavate?
Did you guys do any
We haven't done
Or-
any.
augerings?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume your soil horizon in that area is all sand.
Oh, yeah, no,
I mean,
It's gonna be the sand, but whether, as Jim was saying, we're getting into the siltier stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just a big picture of things,
Riverfront.
and, you know, they're gonna need an area in front of the wall to stage,
Mm-hmm.
to be able to do the work, but they're gonna dig into the slope at least 5 feet plus,
Yes.
Down.
no back.
Back, yeah.
And then you're gonna backfill it with, you know, a suitable material, because that's probably all loam or
And that's
whatever.
gonna have to get brought into.
So it's, yeah, there's a lot of different aspects to this.
I do have a question. My first time regarding a retaining wall, but I have a question, just like a basic, I guess, almost like a design question. So is
I
the
washed my hands. Hold on.
replacement going to be about the
Yesterday.
same height?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The
So
length and-
we're more or less replacing the wall within the existing footprint
Okay,
of the original wall.
oh, okay.
So same height, we're matching grades.
Again, though, your footprint's gonna, the project footprint is going to be greater than the,
Final.
and, yes, and I don't wanna say replication, because it's not, it's, yeah, the final footprint.
Right.
Right.
So it's gonna
And
look
it
way
isn't a
worse than it.
replication,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Say that again?
It isn't a replication.
No, it's not. It's not.
Right,
No.
just wanted to make sure
It
that's
would be a restoration.
restoration.
Mike, you started to say something, I'm sorry.
Well,
cut you
I
off.
think I might have said something, maybe I wasn't clear. With this berm here,
Yes,
On the
there's
waterfront?
berm, and then there's the little, part that I think, maybe you could get something around it, maybe not, but I think you'd have to take that. The berm next to the river, you wouldn't wanna excavate and restore that, you just
Absolutely
wanna
not.
leave it
Yeah.
exactly
Right.
where it is.
but you
Less
track over it
disruption,
with something, it's gonna,
Whatever gets tracked over will
Yeah.
have to be restored.
Yeah, and seeded and et cetera, et
well,
cetera.
when
Any track marks
the
draw water.
restored, you know, the soil will push out and it will just have to be reshaped to what
Correct.
it was.
Where, exactly,
And that'll be as they work their way back out.
as they egress.
Again, we can't issue any permits tonight because we don't have a file number and, Nicole, did you have any thoughts? I know this, you looked at this, I think your first or second week or
Yeah,
first month.
my second time looking at it was last March, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, it may have been a little earlier than that, earlier in February.
February was when we first,
Well, I'd already seen, you had already been out before I spoke to Dennis alone.
Yeah, and originally, I thought there was gonna be more permitting involved with this, but because it's, all the work is above the mean annual high watermark, it doesn't, chapter 91 doesn't apply, so, an inland water permit is not required.
That's good.
yes.
Yeah, and that might be
It is.
part of why DEP is taking, a while,
Natural.
Well, no,
Well,
chapter
because
91,
if it were,
they can,
it's another separate permit with the Corps of Engineers. But it is also a wild and scenic.
What did he mean by
Wild and
chapter
scenic
91?
ask Frank.
It's a waterways protection act.
So, yeah,
Yes.
chapter 91, would
Hatch
be
Act.
if we were doing any work below the mean annual high water line, if we were impacting the Squanicook itself.
So if you're in the
Essentially.
water,
So it's a
So if we were
triggering mechanism for
in
them.
water.
Yeah.
We are definitely not,
Not playing in water.
we're not playing in the river water.
No.
Technically there would be groundwater at worst. So,
Yeah, anytime,
Yeah.
that's just a
Okay.
triggering
The
mechanism
only
for them.
other thing I would add is that, the time of year, like we
I was just
discussed, will
about
have
to
to be
say, yeah.
discussed. But maybe when it comes to writing the OOC, you can have different contingency plans if you have to work in the wet season with mats or something along that line. But that's way down the road.
that's a good point.
Yeah, I was thinking something similar as we were walking down to the site, a contractor the thing to do might be to put down swamp mats that would,
Yeah.
and then they drive over that instead of the existing ground.
Not as aggressive as a corduroy or something. If
Right.
they were
Well, yeah,
watered.
they're all stitched together, so you can drag, remove, but yeah, no, unfortunately, there's no easy way or cheap.
No. So they would bring in a corduroy, they would possibly,
Well, mud mats, the loggers.
I've seen different ones.
Yeah. There's
Different widths too in
There's different
requirement
widths
and
and
jobs.
the contractor honestly would probably want to use what they have. So it's gonna depend on, again, on.
Like I said, that's gonna depend, the contractor will use the wiser equipment, what he's gonna drag out there, and he's gonna wanna create the least,
I'm gonna work for himself.
Right, restoration
You
is
know,
expensive.
it is. Let alone a stabilization restoration job like they're endeavoring into, it's not.
So, I don't know if anyone else in our audience wants to add to it, or have any comments.
Love it when the audience comes in.
Unfortunately, Jimmy,
You guys love doing stuff, don't you have any questions about conservation and stuff, and like interested? We could have bought more cookies out of you, knowing you were.
Jimmy, have a cookie. Okay.
Should I make a couple of comments about this?
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Mike.
So if, the legend could be put on
Yes.
the final site,
Yep.
and one of these norths is probably accurate, but they both can't be.
They both can't be. Did my surveyor,
So,
What's the difference between the two? I didn't catch that.
one is, they're slightly shifted.
Oh, okay.
Slightly though,
I love it.
No, I know,
not a lot, just slightly.
stands in New Mexico, or else I wouldn't have gotten away with that one.
He's not Nyland, it's, okay.
I've received responses. Yeah, we'll even stand off this. He's kind of retired now.
Yeah, he's out of the job.
Semi-retired, yes.
Right, good for him.
Yeah.
So
that's what I
Pat
keep saying.
or Sandy, do you have anything else you wanna, I have questions, and so what we're gonna do is, motion for continuance because we don't have, the DEP number. And we can't issue a permit without that.
Now, after that, once you have that number, now is it pretty much like, oh yeah, we're gonna approve it, or just, you know,
Well,
or there's more to it?
no, well, yes and no.
It depends.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it'll move through, other times, there's other obstacles.
It can depend on what the feedback is from the state. It actually depends highly on the feedback from the state.
Okay.
Natural heritage could all of a sudden go.
Or,
They
other thing.
they can be like a game changer.
The same can chapter 91. So,
were you wondering in terms of our discussion about it?
Well, partly,
Yeah.
partly.
so when we, we'll continue and, at our next meeting where we discuss this, we'll be able to talk about it and comment about it again.
That's after we get they have the number, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. So, yeah, what we did end up doing is I would ask for continuance on behalf of the applicants,
Okay.
to your next regularly scheduled meeting in December.
Yep.
Next week, we might be having.
Well, but I,
Regularly.
if I had confidence in the DEP, I would ask for that. However,
No.
there's no sense in me asking for that one, only to reach out to Colby and ask for another continuance to the December meeting. So, on behalf of the applicant, I would like to, request a continuance to
December 10th is
December 10th. Okay.
Is that,
the next,
We only
the
have
next
one
regularly
meeting in
scheduled.
but that's,
Right.
and we're only doing one meeting in December,
Yeah.
Well, as of right now.
as of right now? And tentative next week,
Yeah. Maybe.
maybe.
So someone wants to make a motion to continue this to December 10th.
So move. You wanna do it,
So I
Mike?
have to say all those numbers?
Jimmy
Just
just
go.
said so moved, so
It's easier, just go so moved.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Mike Pratt said yes.
James Duran, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Pat Gemma, yes.
Sandra Ward, yes.
Thank you. Oh, yes.
So, in the meeting minutes, who is it that started that one? Who made the motion?
So Jimmy made the motion. I just said it. He said so be it.
So moved. You were.
Or so moved.
We can chat.
Which we've never really used it fully. I've never been confident enough about it
We just like to say thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Conservation Commission.
Good to see you again.
That's an important piece. of
Thank you for
paper.
answering my questions.
You're welcome. That's a big reason why I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Churchville.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Did you guys get a cookie in there?
No, we're good. Thank you. I can't forget mine.
Are you guys related? Is there two Churchvilles in the room?
Oh, not.
There's two of us here, sister, brother,
Wow.
same parents.
We know him. I know
Yes,
him.
yeah.
As far as we know. Okay, that's the end of that conversation.
Wow.
Wow.
We thought it was good, and all of a
I thought
sudden,
it was rowdy.
I'm leaving.
The other one was big.
your father, I mean.
Thank you very much.
Going up
Appreciate
here.
it.
Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, we've been here since '59, so I remember him coming to the house and such, you know, the dog.
Was your father Hardy?
Oh, boy.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, because I knew Hardy well.
yes, yeah, I call him Dad.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
Thank
in,
you.
thank you, have happy trails, hopefully the roads have been plowed.
That's it for our regularly scheduled meeting. So our next meeting is December 10th. There, we may have one next week to take care of the stuff that we couldn't get onto this agenda.
Which-
Colby, anything else you want to add?
Which was just Meeting House,
And 16 Meadow.
16 Meadow, which was the 50
Garage.
50 garage
Yeah, big garage.
in the,
Close to the, right on the wetlands.
right in the 100, right? We can't discuss.
Partially in 100.
Okay, because I went back and I looked at that too.
So, someone want to make a motion to adjourn at 8:22?
Oh, you eat? Boy, you eat a cookie. You did good.
I thought I was
Yes.
saving it to the end.
I know how.
I'll second it. Roll call vote.
Mike Potts said yes.
James Curran, yes.
James Gates, yes.
Petrol, yes.
Sandra Lord, yes.
Now, should we discuss?
Oh, no, we're not gonna discuss anything.
Well, doesn't.
No,
everybody
we're
have
not
to bring
discussing
cookies in
anything.
next week?
Stop.